Saracens have been down to a rough fixtures list in the Season 3 Global Rugby Challenge. They had to take on the table-topping Montpellier in round 1, followed by all 4 subscriber sides in the opening 5 rounds of the competition. Today, they finished the set, taking on their last subscriber side, the Flakers, on the road as well for the Saracens as they try and claw their way off the bottom of the table. Hello everyone and welcome on to Flakers Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the Global Rugby Challenge, the subscriber series where you guys take the field against the world's elite in this wonderful competition. Today, it is the Flakers at home up against the Saracens, and like we talked about in the intro, this is rough on the away team. But for the Flakers, much the same hand has been dealt as they are done with subscriber clashes. Now they focus fully on the AI, getting to the top of the table and making their way to the playoffs. Their opposition do have some different sort of options or different sort of plans for the rest of their season, but the Flakers, we've seen what they've done this season already. They kicked it off, thrashing the Guardians of the Crib, then drawing with the Dragons before going on to beat the All Flakes in round number 3. Then they were back to the usuals, taking on the Emirates Lions in round 4 and thrashing them 38 points to 0. They sit second on the table and have a real chance here to leapfrog Montpellier, who take on Leinster later on in this round. So that is going to be a big one. Let's go through the starting 15 for this Flakers side here today against the Saracens, and kicking things off in the front row, Peter Matthews will start at loose head alongside the returning Zaza Kukulska, who will want to make amends for that terrible performance a fortnight ago. Lucas Barrett will be on the tight end side of the front row. Moving to the second, Ian McDonald reunites with his second row partner and Chris Smith. Into the back row, it's Francois Valentine at 6, Manuel Valera at 7, and the big man, Connor Nicholson, starting at number 8. Jiminy Gino gets the nod again at number 9. His halves partner will be the sharp-shooting Owen Richards. Into the midfield, Tino Mahande will partner Richards with the 2 playmakers playing at 10 and 12. And then outside him is the captain for the day, Pierre Valentine for the Flakers. The back 3 will consist of Prince Mars Williamson on the left wing, Promise Igbenwania on the right, and Joshua Barrett at fullback for the Flakers. It looks dangerous, it looks explosive, and it looks like it might be a tough day in the office for their opponents, the Saracens. Speaking of the Saracens, not much has gone their way this season. You could probably say that their best chance of victory was in round 2 against the Guardians of the Crib. They opened it up with a thrashing of the hands of Montpellier, 42-26. They went down in a heap there. Before it was the Guardians match, which ended 14-17, with the subscriber side taking the cookies on that occasion. Then it all went downhill, 42-0, a thrashing by the Celtic Dragons, and they look pretty poor going on. Another 0 against the All Flakes in round 4, 28-0. They went down to the Southern Hemisphere boys. So we look to scratch something back, claw their way back. They sit bottom of the table, 0 wins, 4 losses, and not much going their way for a team that is star-studded. Plenty of big names in there. Look at the front row, the pack and the back line, they're all explosive. Marco Vunipola, Jamie George, Mauro Otoje, George Cruz, Billy Vunipola at number 8, Wigglesworth and Farrell, the halves, Barrett, Taylor in midfield. Taylor's been exceptional, but hasn't had the backup support. Sean Maitland on the left has been almost good enough, and Nathan Earl on the right has been pretty good himself as well. Plenty of ability there, but can they turn that into points today here against the best subscriber side so far, sitting second, the Flakers? We find out over the next 80 minutes. So straight at the action we go. It is the Flakers playing in the yellow and purple as we look at that with Owen Richards on the ball, and the Saracens receiving the kickoff in the full white strips. They are the away team, and they will be going to be up against it here against this top running Flakers side. Owen Richards with a slight breeze at his back, pushing the ball to the left side, so he's going to take that in consideration as he gets the game underway. Referee blows time on, and a deep kick down from Owen Richards, and it's taken from good and quickly. Go the Saracens to the left-hand side for Sean Maitland to take to ground. It's there once more for Kosh, and Kosh quickly looks wide to the right-hand side this time. It's there for Rose, and the Saracens actually make a bit of ground here. Quickly back off, but it's done very well. He's got a bust straight through for Wigglesworth. Wigglesworth going to the right hand side, cuts it back beautifully. Farrell on the wide, it's there for the big hooker, Jamie George. Farrell cuts it off, gets it back to Maitland. What a start by the Saracens. Hello, we've got a game on our hands. What an explosive piece of play by the Saracens. Sean Maitland scores it in the end. Jamie George galloping down the field, popped it infield. Beautiful work there from Brad Barrett, who tucks infield, then passes back to the wing, and it's there for Sean Maitland, who finishes it off. Australia champions, the Saracens lead. Defenders flying all over the place, and they could not stop the rampaging Saracens from a great start to their round 5 fixture. Well, who saw this coming? Not I, that's for sure. A great start for the visiting side. All started too from Richard Wigglesworth, getting the cutback pass from Billy Vunipola off the breakdown, and Owen Farrell, who was briefly in that play, has converted the try to give the Saracens a 7-0 lead over the Corn Flakers. Wow. We are only 7 minutes into the fixture, and we've already got a try, and it's not to the team you think it would be. The Flakers get back underway. They've not even touched the ball yet. It's a high one, and Lucas Barrett pulls it in, and it's missed by everyone and picked up by the Saracens. But Connor Nicholson onto that in a flash. Here's Mahunde. He's taken in a crunching tackle by Rhodes. And a slow ball, but it's there for Jim Alicino, who sparks Jim Alicino. Wide he looks, chip over the top, no one stop him. Alicino's got a try. Oh, that is pure class. Absolute X factor from the scrum half. Jim Alicino puts life back in the Flakers. It was too early to say that they were struggling, but look at him go. Beats Farrell on the outside, did his support in, chips over the top. Oh, that looks good. Regathers on speed as well. Perfect bounce for Jim Alicino. And then he goes for the Flakers' opening try. 7-5 to score. Acceleration, too much for Taylor. And too much for everyone as well. Earl was back there too. No chance for the Saracens' defence. What a start to this game. 2 tries. Absolutely crunching out of the blocks. Well, they've hardly touched the ball. I think there might be, the second phase, possibly. After they lost it, they got it straight back and then quickly wide. What a start to this game. Both sides showing tremendous attacking intent. And because of that, we have a great start and a great score. It is 7-7. The Flakers and the Saracens locked up here after almost quarter of an hour. Back to Alex Good, who's got the kicking duties in general play, it seems. The number 15, he's looking to get the game back underway. For a short little kick, it's easily claimed. And Kukulska hasn't had to throw a line out just yet, but he's had his first carry of the game. And now Jim Alicino, well, he's planted this on his boot. He's gone straight down the middle of the park. Probably not where it intended to go, but Maitland has pulled it in for the Saracens. And the pressure now back on the visiting side near their own 22. Farrell's missed it. And at the back, Morrell Tolche is the one to pull it in. Wigglesworth not left any room, but he still struggles through. McDonald turns it over. Prince Miles Williamson. Gabalentis. Oh no! Alex Good takes him high. That is a brutal tackle. He fended away his opposite. And there was no chance for Nathan Earl. And what are they going to decide here? This is a big, big call for the Flakers, and they're taking it back. Wow, this is interesting, isn't it? 5 metres out, they could have kicked to the corner, they could have tapped it, they had a number of options, but instead we've gone to the man we spoke of at the start as being the sharpshooter of the Flakers. It is Owen Richards, and he takes his shot at goal from the left-hand side, and over it goes. No problems there for Richards. And the Flakers lead for the first time, 10 points to 7 over the Saracens. Who, to be fair, are taking this match quite a bit better than we've seen from them previously. Back up it goes from Good, and it's there for Barrett. He goes away to Mahunde, who looks to step one, he does, looks to go through another, but he's taken down in a good tackle once more. Alicino not willing to play in his own half there. He's somehow fired out from Valera to Igbenuwania. Igbenuwania goes back to front by Valentine. And Valentine takes the tackle, covering across there and lost the ball. Duncan Taylor, beautiful work. Here come the Saracens. Brad Barrett.
Release.
On his own 10-metre line. It's there for Atolche. He picks and he goes. He pops it back to Maitland. The referee deems a pass forward. And that is a let-off for the Flakers. They're under a bit of pressure there. Well, Wigglesworth not even involved in that little confrontation at all. He got the ball at the end after the pass. It's a scramble back down. And it goes from Malicino. It's a solid one to start off from the Flakers. Neither side getting too much over the other. Nicholson picks it up and he runs to Colin Nicholson. He takes the ball a couple of metres forward. And it's a good attacking position here for the Flakers. Running themselves here. There's a good little breakaway from Francois Valentine. All alone though, needs some friends. And he does get them their way. Aligino away to Nicholson again. And the big number 8 tries to force his way over. Slow ball as they look for someone to play scrum half. It's Chris Smith away to Manuel Valera, who tries to charge his way through. Good position here at the moment for the Flakers. As once again Valentine comes across, gives it to Smith. Numbers out wide here. Richards, oh, it's a poor pass. And Williamson has to run back for it. He's taken desperately near the touchline and throws it in field. Could be a turnover straight away. Oh, how is that not a turnover for the Flakers? Good work from the Saracens to hang on as Rhodes looks wide. Farrell. Oh, Farrell. Very well done from old Farrell. Steps a couple and almost gets away but trips as he goes down. Rhodes carries them all up. Nearly to halfway. The Saracens doing work easy at the moment. Here's Farrell again. Getting away from McDonald. They keep it spun out wide to Sean Maitland. And Igbenawani has put him into touch. Well, it is the big matchup at the moment. Maitland and Earl up against Williamson and Igbenawani. Those two are having, well, those four effectively, 2 on each side, having a real battle. Here's Kukulska. Oh, he nails his first line-out throw, which will please the fans, no doubt. Richards goes over the top, and he's gifted it straight back to Good. Taylor takes contact with the Saracens, who now have one last throw of the dice, and it's another forward pass. Well, the referee's really got them on this one. Twice now in the first half. Billy Vunipola this time. But it does not seem forward at all. The referee calls time and we are off to the sheds. They look pretty fancy too, the sheds. But it is a tight one here for the Flakers. 10 points to 7 only over the Saracens, who have had a very good first half on the road. This is their final big subscriber side clash, and we could see them actually pick up some wins later on in the season if the form like this carries on. Possession and territory has been just by the Flakers. 52 on possession, not much, but territory more than enough to keep them intact. 63% going to the home side. High tackle didn't help, and line breaks only 4-2. You'd have only seen one try from the two sides so far. It is a tense one, it is a tight one. It is all to play for in the second 40 minutes. The Corn Flakers 10, the Saracens 7. 40 minutes to go. Let's get back to it. So much on the line here. The Saracens could really make a point to the rest of the sides if they can actually do something worthwhile here against the Flakers. Pick up points will be number one priority. A high kick to the left side by Good, and it is a great take from Igbenawani. A desperate ball out the back. It's getting a bit shaky at the moment from the Flakers. It's a lost ball, and it's gone away to Marco Vunipola inside their own 22. Terrible start for the Flakers. Here's Barrett. Barrett sliding through, threatening Barrett. Wide go the Saracens, holding it up as Billy Vunipola. He's lost it. Alicino's given it back, and Chris Smith will be in his own and goal, and he's desperately throwing the ball looking for Valentine, but it will be 5 minutes scrum. Flakers under pressure. Saracens with a put-in.
Crouch. Bind.
Well, we're only 5 minutes into the second half, and we've already had a start of epic proportions by the Saracens. Scrum is fed from Wigglesworth. It's solid enough. It may get them the ball. It does. Options. Open side to Farrell, who takes on the line.
Release.
Farrell is just 5 metres short. Nathan Earl pops it back, keeping it alive. Are the Saracens? It's right there. The try line is metres away.
Release.
Michael Rhodes has a go. He's just short as well. Another one picking up and giving away to Marco Vunipola. He's just about there. Left side they continue. Barrett goes back. It's almost!
Release.
But not quite for Jamie George. Picked up Vincent Koch. Goes back. It's got to be a chance. It's got to be a try. Sean Maitland with 2. And the Flakers are in trouble. 12-10. Kick to come. How about this performance by the Saracens? It's Brad Barrett. Brad Barrett out on the wing. Sean Maitland it was not. Let's see how this come about. It was a great run from Koch, and then Billy Vunipola. Oh, Maitland was still out on the wing. Brad Barrett was one in. And he did well. Look at that. He just took that hit up as well. Barrett, he gets up. He's right there. And he's sitting beside Maitland. And look at this. Cut back beautifully. Vunipola, Igbenawania actually went for Maitland. And that gave the space for Brad Barrett to slide in. Owen Farrell now with pressure on this kick. Could make it 14-10. Farrell, he does not miss many, and that is one he will not. It is 14-10. And it is the Saracens with a nice little lead at the moment, but they need to protect the tries. 4 points is not enough to get complacent. What do the Flakers have in the tank? This is a very uncharacteristic display by them. It's underway, we go once more. Owen Richards to the right-hand side. Igbenawani is chasing, and Igbenawani is delivering the ball back to the home team. What do they have up their sleeve? It's popped away to Mahundre, and he is one who is capable of the number 10 jumper. He swapped around with Richards. Here's a pick and go. McDonald away to Kukulska. Oh, he's got it off right away. To Nicholson. Colin Nicholson ranging inside the 22. Through to the left side if they want it. They fire it quickly. Peter Matthews fires a desperate ball out. Pierre Valentine. One more. There it is. Prince Mars Williamson. Try to the Flakers and they take back the lead. Simple as you like. They took it back to basics. And the winger dots down for another try. And the Flakers jumper. He's been prolific. How about this from a loose head prop? Peter Matthews, the experience of Pierre Valentine is invaluable. He brings it all to the table every single week to captain, and he's delivered once more for the Flakers. Take a bow though, Peter Matthews. Pierre Valentine pinpoint. It was a pass that very easily could have gone wrong twice, but it hit the man perfectly. And Prince Mars Williamson has another try for the Flakers. The lead changes hands once more. Yes, this is once again an important kick. We'll take the lead back out to 3. Richards on the left-hand side keeps this one a bit flatter. Has it got the legs? It does. Only just. He was testing that one. But the Flakers breathe a sigh of relief. But once again, 3 points. It's not enough to rest on your laurels. Of 19 minutes to go, this one is still wide open. 17-14. They'll be having nightmares about that score, the Saracens. This is where the Guardians of the Crib ended against them. As it's taken at the back from Valentine. Kukulska fires it wide. Peter Matthews is a bit excited about what he's just delivered. Pierre Valentine gets it back in. Away to Williamson. Now he's going to look to kick this upfield. And it's a big chase. A couple of players here ranging upfield. Chris Smith alongside Prince Mars Williamson has gone ahead. Oh, no way! Prince Mars Williamson, absolutely phenomenal. Took it on himself. Delivered in a big way for the Flakers. Here's the kick. He punts it upfield, gives it all he had, and is perfectly weighted. The defence coming across. Maitland, he should have dived on it. He took it too calmly. He tried to pick it up on the run. It never worked because the toe of the boot of Williamson just nudges it out of his grasp. Look at that. Oh, just enough. And then Wigglesworth in a bit of a tumble couldn't get the ball away from that man. Prince Mars Williamson, 2 tries, and he has put the difference maker between these two teams. Flakers move out to 22-14, kick to come, 15, almost 14 minutes left on the clock. And Richards will deliver another 2 points, 24-14. No talk of bonus points, it's all about securing the victory here against the Saracens, who have put up one hell of a fight here. against the second place side. Boy, you look at the last results from these guys. 42-0 against the Dragons, 28-0 against the All Flakes. Now they deliver something like this against the Flakers. Absolutely phenomenal. What a pass! It's Maitland down the wing. Oh my goodness me. Duncan Taylor, absolutely ridiculous. And almost they struck within a heartbeat. Kukulska once more at the line out. Delivers it nicely. Ali Gino goes back to Richards. And they are in no mood to play in their 22. Down to Farrell, who throws a dummy. That was very good. Good. Speaking of, wide for Barrett. Keeping alive, Billy Puller. Out wide is a chance now. Brad Barrett. Duncan Taylor is effect. Duncan Taylor down the sideline. But he's again in touch. Well, these centres are having a field day for the Saracens. Brad Barrett's already scored a try. Duncan Taylor, who he knew was going to be a troublesome one, almost grabbed on himself again. McDonald gives it away to Richards. And once again, we don't want to play in the 22, says Owen Richards. And it's down to Farrell. Another wide pass. This is where they're dangerous to Earl. And here we go. Another chance for Nathan Earl, but Jimmy Gino pulls him down. Opportunities here for the Saracens. Not the greatest run there from Marco Bulipula. Is there one more in the bank inside the next minute for the Saracens? They could get a restart. The inside ball's romantic. They pop it back outside. George Natolze back down to Barrett. Oh, Joshua Brett's gone from a tumble. Near the 22. George again. Oh, he doesn't deliver the pass. And that may cost them. Backwards they go. Taylor. There goes the buzzer. Full time's here. But there's one more chance out for the Saracens. Out wide for Maitland. But he is swamped by defenders in the corner who bulldozed him over the sideline. And the Flakers, boy, they were tested. To the wire. And a piece of Prince Mars Williamson magic has been the difference between these two sides come full time. It was close, it was tight, but it wasn't enough for the Saracens. 24-14. We have been delivered one hell of a matchup here between the Flakers and the Saracens. 3 tries to 2. But the penalty goal and a second Williamson try, the difference between the teams in the end. 3 tries, of course, 1 to Jimmy Gino, which was the reply to the opener by Sean Maitland. And then it was 2 from Prince Mars Williamson and 1 to the Saracens of Brad Barrett. Both kickers were perfect from the tee. 3 for Owen Richards and 2 for Owen Farrell. The Owens at number 10. Very interesting there. Owen Richards, though, grabbed the extras with a 3-point penalty. That's just about proved to be the ultimate difference between the two sides. But Prince Mars Williamson, phenomenal. When you couldn't argue without a shadow of a doubt, he was the player of the match. Single-handedly taking this game away from the Saracens. Full-time stats, and look at this. Just nudged, it was so close. Possession 58%, territory 58%, both to the Flakers. The line breaks, even the Saracens owned the line break stat. 7-6, yet they couldn't do enough. They were carving the line to ribbons, yet they just didn't put that finishing touch on at the end to bring it within a chance of them snatching this victory from the Flakers. Flakers made a lot more defensive work as well. 59 tackles to 32, and the handling errors were double by the home side. What a game! Didn't expect that when starting this matchup, but the Saracens have definitely turned up. Not enough for a bonus point though, which will really disappoint them. The Flakers though march on. Again, not enough for a bonus point, which could be interesting come the end of the season. That is going to put the difference between all these subscriber sides. Montpellier, Leinster, the Crusaders, they're all in the mix. Well, there's an upturn for the books. Leinster have thumped Montpellier 21 points to 8. Wow, did not expect that. But that does dismount the number 1 team, who were undefeated heading into round 5. Now they have faltered. So, goodness, let's take a look at the table. You can see on the right, there's been a bit of a change straight away. The Flakers now sit top following that win versus the Saracens. And poor old Saracens down the bottom. 1 bonus point versus the Guardians. They deserved one versus the Flakers. yet they could not put it in the bank. Leinster and Montpellier. Wow, these boys were 1-3 at the start. Now they're 2-3 with a third to second and a first to third. What a turnaround here by Leinster, who now have a 4-win, 1-loss record alongside Montpellier the same. And the Crusaders yet to play their 5th game are 3-1 on 3rd scene. Bonus points, you see, starting to prove a big difference as the Celtic Dragons down there, they haven't lost this season, and alongside the Flakers are the only team not to. They're on 13, the All Flakes who have lost 1 on 13, Montpellier, Leinster on 18, and just ahead of them, thanks to the draw, are the Flakers on 20. What a season we've had so far. The AI side's really turning up the heat this season, and you've seen next episode we will have the All Flakes up against the Exeter Chiefs, but this is the big one. And I'm hoping we can get that one for the premiere video on our Sunday fixture. We've still got another match to go, so we'll see if we can fit that one in at some point for our Sunday premiere. But we'll see what we can do over the next week or so. But other matches coming up, of course, the All Flakes, Exeter Chiefs, the Celtic Dragons will take on Castres to round out round 6. And you've seen Castres very good in round 4 it is, I should say. Putting in 3 tries against the Guardians of the Crib, 35-21. That was a nice, exciting matchup as well. They take on the Dragons, who are the drawing kings. So that's going to be an interesting one as well. All Flakes versus Exeter. That's got to be a good one. But that is my game of the round. And that's, yes, we're going to have to work it out somehow to get that one up on Sunday. So we'll see what we can do over these next few days. Heading into round 6, now that we've seen an interesting fixture from Saracens. We're not going to see them again because they're up against the Lions and they're out now. They've played all the subscriber sides. We have the Chiefs versus the Flakers. Oh, Leinster versus the Guardians. Castres, All Flakes. Oh my goodness, Crusaders, Dragons. Wow. I don't know which one of those we want to really target, but some cracking matches lining up for round number 6. And at that point, it's pretty much halfway through the season. We've got 11 rounds, so that'll be the halfway point. We might have a bit of a half season or mid-season wrap up of how the competition is going so far for you all to get a bit of a look out as to who the top performers are, the best players, the highest try scorers, stats like that. So keep your eyes peeled for that one following round number 6, probably in a couple of weeks' time. But wow, what a round it has been so far. 24-14, the Saracens just falling short of the Flakers, who are killing it at the top, but they're not looking as convincing as they probably would like as well. Next episode, though, as we spoke about, the All Flakes at home versus the Exeter Chiefs. Hope to see you all for that one as well. And well done to all the Flakers players for pulling in that performance, and well done to my man of the match, Prince Mars Williamson, for that performance on the left wing. That has been done and dusted for today, though, champs. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Hope you're enjoying this series so far. I will see you next time for the All Flakes versus the Chiefs. Until then, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Until then, take care.